I said it. I figured it out when I was in the car.
Down there.
What you got?
Already open.
Food
Game report.
that you eat.
Put some fries in there, please.
Go to game.
Running
Follow
sauce.
the game. Last game.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
All the way to the bottom.
She went to get an SD card.
December 2020.
You heard me? She went to get an SD card. It's done.
Load that file.
I think it was 2020. It was like 2 years ago.
5. Setup.
Remember SD card cases in the bag, so what? You need to take a new SD card out the drawer.
Okay, open that long drawer right there at the bottom. Oh, yeah. Wait, go back up to where you see the SD cards at. Yeah, get one out of that pack.
Hurry
Get chicken strips.
Must not be your order here.
Huh? McDonald's has chicken strips now?
Yeah, bro.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting that next time then.
I thought it was that.
I thought so too, but wait, I don't remember ordering this. I remember ordering the 10 nuggets. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting the strips next time though.
Let me show you. I got it.
Leading out the first inning for the Spartans, left fielder number 19, George Williams.
Oh, fuck.
When the commentator's not here, I can commentate.
Yeah,
Dennis, can I commentate for now?
Dennis don't want to lose his job.
There's no SD card.
They're still streaming it.
Yeah, you can just start. I mean, you're
It
gonna
says no
lose.
media, won't let me record.
You don't record, you just stream it.
No, don't hit record. Just put the
Now
camera on
batting,
there.
shortstop number 10,
It's on there. Look,
They're big.
they do 3 and 4, I think.
I'm definitely getting How did I go to McDonald's, put gas, come back before they did? Was he really? I came back from McDonald's and putting gas before you guys.
I had a 30-minute timer on. Apparently, it wasn't 30 minutes this time.
No.
Oh, I just got your text. We've started. Dude, what is... Look at my chair.
Single and 2 stolen bases.
Yeah, I'm gonna be my play.
Welcome into our broadcast here on the SSC Digital Network. It's game number 2 of the doubleheader between the Buccaneers and the Tampa Bay Spartans. The Bucs picked up their 40th win of the season earlier today. It was an 11-8 victory. Bucs made it interesting late in that game after putting together 6 runs in the final 2 innings of that one to erase what was an 11-2 deficit. They drew within 3. And now they'll try to avoid the sweep here in game number 3 of the series. Tampa won the first game of the series 20-1 yesterday. So a lot closer and a good effort by the Bucs second time around. That one's hit well towards center field. Noriega ranging back, makes the catch just shy of the warning track to put away the first out.
Now batting first baseman number 11, J.D. Urso.
J.D. Urso to the plate. As we have Sean Driscoll on the mound to start this game for the Bucs. That pitch is swung on towards right field. And catch is made for out number 2 of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down after the first run by Tampa.
Now batting second baseman
What,
number 2,
Daniel?
Brandon Woodruff.
I know my teeth is like so dirty right now.
In comes Woodburn to the batter's box. 2 away in the inning, nobody on. That pitch just Catches the outside corner of the plate for strike one. Oh, to the count. Driscoll gets ahead. Swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. So count remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Driscoll. Can't get the call. Just out of the zone, low at the knees. 1-2 the count to Woodburn. That one fouled off again. Woodburn doing a good job to stay alive here against Driscoll. At bat already 5 pitches deep. And he's going to get strike 3. He did go around. That'll be a strikeout to end the first inning from Driscoll. Tampa puts up 1 on the board. We head to the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first inning, it's the Bucks' turn to bat. They put up 8 runs in the last game, almost coming back at the end. Daniel Horowitz alongside Daniel Torres. Thank you for joining us here today on the SSE Digital Network. It's the final home game of the season for the Bucks. It's been a fun one. That one's hit sharp by Bruno. That'll reach the outfield for a leadoff single. Bruno ended the first game of the doubleheader with 2 singles in those last 2 plate appearances, and he starts this one off the right way, getting on base.
Yeah, and as sad as you say, it's final game of the year for us on the broadcast, and it's been a fantastic year just overall for sports, and definitely going to miss the 2 months that we'll be off.
That one's taken for strike 1, and you're going to be moving on to a good endeavor working with FIFA this summer, for the Club World Cup.
Yeah, so I have a good portion of the rest of May to rest and gear up and have some training with that, and then all of June over at Hard Rock Stadium, 8 matches for the FIFA Club World Cup, and once that's done, I'll be out of Miami for most of July, enjoying vacation time, and
So a little bit of summer break still.
yeah, and beginning of August as well, and then mid-August, we're right back here at Barry and getting ready for a brand new year of sports and Buccaneer athletics.
Look forward to next season, as we can hopefully close this one out the right way. It's Jake Stipp on the mound for Tampa. 3.61 ERA on the season, comes in just over 67 innings pitched. 1-2 is swung on and hit foul by Segura, who's hitting over 300 on the year. Segura hitting second. We'll look at the Bucs lineup. Bruno leads it off. Segura second. Noriega in the 3-hole. Diaz fourth. Turner fifth. Delgado sixth. King seventh. Espinoza eighth. And Wyke finishes it off at the 9 spot.
I want to see if Barry can clean up some of the fielding mistakes that they've had in Game 1 and Game 2 of this series. And they almost mounted a comeback there in the final inning of the first game today. But I think if you limit those mistakes early on, this would have been a much closer game.
For sure, 4 errors in the first few innings by the Bucs definitely led to a big early lead from Tampa. As Brady King gets a start here in the lineup for the second game. He didn't play in the first. He has some two-way ability in terms of hitting and pitching. Here's the 1-2 once more to Segura. Swung on, hit sharp towards Saladino. Fields it, can't get the out at second, and he can't get the out at first either.
The bobble at short, it caused the runner, in this case Segura, to be safe. I mean, if it was a much slower runner, then I think we would have had a play.
Yeah, you're right. Good point. Segura has a lot of speed on the base path. And so does Jimmy Bruno, who was able to eliminate the chance of an out at second base. 20 stolen bases on the year for Bruno. We saw him steal 1 in the last game. In comes Kendry Noriega, hitting over 250 on the season. That one's hit towards the gap in left center field. A lot of range, and making the catch is Villegas, showing off the legs, and a great play to track that one down.
And I really wanted that corner. Once you get that ball to fall out there by 365, you get it in that gap. It's definitely most of the time a run and a double.
Would have been 2 runs in that case, but Villegas does a great job to eliminate the threat. 2 gone in the inning. Or excuse me, that was the first out. And 2 aboard. For the Bucs with Flex Diaz, 359 average on the season. He is the most dangerous hitter in this Bucs lineup. 60 base knocks on the year, had 2 of them in the last game. 45 combined stolen bases on the base path for the Bucs between Segura and Bruno. And like I mentioned, 60 hits on the year for Diaz, and a good RBI spot here. Jake Stipp trying to neutralize the threat. That one swung and popped up. It'll get out of the outfield. Coming in is Ashby, having some trouble tracking it down, but ultimately makes the catch in right center and puts away the second out of the inning.
And that's what's unfortunate about Barry sometimes. They have chances and opportunities to get runners in scoring position, and then you come down to 2 outs, and at least through this series, they haven't been able to capitalize.
Yeah, and a good hitter, too, with Diaz hitting 350 this season with runners on, but not able to capitalize that time. So 2 outs in the inning, 2 remain on board. And Jake Stipp is just 1 out away from getting through the first inning unscathed. Pitch 1 was a ball to Merkel Turner, who did not get the start in the first game. It was senior day, so the Bucs went with all seniors in the starting lineup. But Turner is injected back into the starting lineup. His first plate appearance of the day is going to result in a harmless pop fly to shallow center field. So 3 outs ultimately. The Bucs will strand 2, and we head to the second with Tampa up 1-0.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
Come on, boys!
Top of the second, Tampa brought one across in the first to get our scoring started. Bucks not able to capitalize in the bottom of the first. They stranded 2. So it's a 1-0 ball game for Villegas, who made a great defensive play in center field, tracking down a fly ball. And now he'll lead off this inning against Driscoll, back out for inning number 2. That one's hit sharply back at Driscoll, and it'll reach center field for a leadoff single.
I don't know if you've ever played pitcher in your life, but one of the scariest things is thinking about that ball going right back at you, line drive, at high exit velocity.
Yep, always going to rely on quick reaction time, especially when it's lifted as a line ball. That one just a grounder. Driscoll a 6.56 ERA on the season, 48 innings pitched. He's 2-2. And already some trouble that he's dealing with early on. Irigoyen up to the plate. He gets the start at catcher for Tampa in game number 2. The freshman is hitting .321 on the season, a little over 100 plate appearances. As Villegas leads off of first base with 11 steals on the season, that one is grounded foul down the third base line.
So it's kind of similar, if you think about it, to our earlier game where it was 1-0. And as we went on, that's when the mistakes started to happen.
Yeah, Bucks didn't really start with the offensive scoring till late in that one, as that one's fouled off to the backstop, 1-2 the count. But it was a quick start by Tampa. They got one in the first, then just kept adding on runs as the game went on. Let's see if Driscoll can fare better against this dangerous Tampa lineup. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Irigoyen will stay alive in the count after fouling that one off. Let's take a look at how the Bucks line up defensively. Turner gets the start in left field in this one. Noriega remains in center. Segura at right. Delgado at shortstop. White at third. Bruno at second, and Diaz at first. Espinoza behind the plate catching pitches from Sean Driscoll, who elicits a harmless pop fly to right field. Segura ranges under it, makes the catch, and there's one away in the inning.
An important start for the Buccaneers, and I think more importantly is to have a good start on the mound.
Pitching has been an issue, especially when you're going against a good lineup in Tampa. They're number 1 in the Sunshine State Conference, 40 wins on the season, and they're destined to make a deep run in the tournament. They've showed off why this weekend after a 20-1 drumming yesterday. Bucks were able to keep it competitive earlier today. 11-8 was the final.
And you can't make mistakes against this team at all. You need to be perfect. And that's something many teams not only bury through this series, but it's something many teams can't do.
0-2 the count. Driscoll gets ahead. Runner goes. That ball's hit towards Bruno at second. He can't get the out at second. It's a one-hopper to first. And he got him. Took a while for the call to come in, but it's a great one.
I can't lie to you. From our angle. I don't know how you saw it, but
it was bang bang.
I kind of think his foot came off the bag.
Not too sure, but looking at Diaz, who has had some trouble fielding those balls over at first base, for him to be able to dig that one out the dirt and get the out, that's impressive. So 2 gone in the inning. Villegas leads off of second base. He's now a threat in scoring position. It's going to be Carstetter in the 8th spot up to hit. .338 on the season for him. .279 with runners in scoring position. There's a pitch from Driscoll in the dirt. Villegas decides to stay at second. So 2-0 the count.
That's a good job by Espy to not allow that baseball to get to the backstop. Instead, he keeps it in front of him, and that keeps that runner over there at second.
Driscoll will step off, throw to second, runners back in time. Ashby is on deck in the 9 spot. Jordan Williams, top of the order in the hole. Driscoll just needs one more out, though. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Had some movement, can't find the zone, 3-0. And Driscoll in danger of walking his first hitter of the game. Here's the 3-0. Swung on by Karstetter, an aggressive swing on 3-0, and he fouls it off. 48 hits on the season, 33 RBIs, and 16 extra base hits for the third baseman Karstetter. He's had an impressive season on both sides. He takes 3-1, it's ball 4, and the runner will go to third as that one gets away from Espinoza.
So not only is it ball 4, and it would have been second and first, the ball gets away from Espy, and the runner is able to move just now 90 feet away from doubling the lead of this game. And these are just the small things that we talked about all weekend long.
Yep, those are the little mistakes you mentioned that you cannot have against Tampa. Puts run number 2 90 feet away. Let's see if Driscoll can work out of runners on the corners with 2 outs. Ashby in the 9 spot. Up to hit, he'll take strike 1 low at the knees. Driscoll 47 punch-outs this season, just under 49 innings pitched, so he's done well in the strikeout department, but he has struggled with allowing earned base runners, a whip of over 1.6. The 0-1, wind up in the pitch to Ashby. Instead, he'll check on first. To no avail. Karstetter at first base has 12 steals this year. He's only been caught twice. That's good for an 85% stolen base percentage. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit sharp towards the third base line, but foul.
There was someone over there
Literally.
by the bathroom, and he had to duck.
Well, one thing I've learned from calling baseball games this season with you is that you always have to have your head on a swivel if you're anywhere near Fine Bloom Field.
Of course, and there definitely is that rule up in this broadcast box that things happen when you say them.
Runner goes. Karstetter will steal second, and he did a good job of trying to bait that throw to second because Tampa was trying to set up that double steal where if Espinoza throws over, Villegas will try and steal home.
Espy thought about it. He hesitated and then just decided not to fire off the throw.
That one's grounded lightly towards Bruno. Makes the throw over to first. It's in time, and the Bucks will strand 2. 1-0, no runs coming for Tampa. We head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second, and it's Savi Delgado to lead off the hitting for the Bucks. They stranded 2 in inning number 1. And they face a 1-0 deficit on the scoreboard. Jake Stipp out for inning number 2 of work. And he starts off behind 1-0.
Again, just a 1-0 game. This is the time right now before Tampa capitalizes to try to get on the board and put pressure back on Tampa.
Shallow pop-up, some trouble tracking it down, but ultimately Urso will get the catch and the first out. Some light contact early on by the Buccaneers bats, not able to really get a barrel to anything. So here's the DH, Brady King. He did not play in the first game like I mentioned earlier. He gets the start at the 7 spot here in the second game. He can also pitch.
Hey, you know, last home game of the season, you've already lost the series. I'm not saying concede. You don't want to be swept. You want to have that pride and dignity for the Buccaneers' name in the front of the jerseys. This one's grounded to short, thrown over to first. That's 2 gone, but at this point, you got to give some guys, you know, some opportunity to get some playing time.
Yeah, King only 12 at-bats on the season, now 13. He has hit it pretty well.
Now batting, the catcher, number 27, Albert Espinosa.
2 quick outs for Jake Stipp to start the second. That leaves Espinosa up to the plate. Stipp trying to make it 3 up, 3 down. Pitch 1 is taken low for a ball. Nearing 20 pitches so far for Jake Stipp. That one swung and missed.
That one was way outside.
Espinosa went fishing. Count is 1-1. That one swung and missed again on a pitch way outside the zone. I think we know where Espinosa's looking right now. Here's the 1-2 from Stipp. Struck him out. 3 straight swings on pitches outside the zone, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Jake Stipp. We'll head to the 3rd with the Spartans up 1 run.
John Samford bridged the tenures of coaches Herb Dunning and Steve McCrath, helping build the Buccaneers into the powerhouse program they became. After 2 seasons playing and a redshirt season, Samford led the Bucs to an outstanding year under first-year head coach McCrath in 1998, leading the team in assists. In 1999, he became Barry's first men's soccer All-American by the NSCAA, posting his best season with 5 goals and 6 assists as the Bucs hosted the NCAA Division II championship for the first time. He ranks 7th in games started and is tied for 15th in career assists. He led the team to the 1999 national semifinals and was a 2-time All-Sunshine State Conference pick. Beth Desmond is one of the best to ever pull an oar for the Buccaneer rowing crew. She led Barry to Sunshine State Conference and NCAA Division II national championships in 2015 and 2016, earning CRCA All-American in 2016. She was All-Sunshine State Conference twice during her career and also made the All-Freshman team in 2013. As a member of the Varsity Four in 2015, she led the crew to SSC.
Sean Driscoll ready for his 2nd time around the order. It's Jordan Williams to start us out. He singled in the first, which led to the first and only run of the game coming in for Tampa. Williams takes strike 1.
If I'm DJ, it's only still a 1-0 ball game. I think I'd let Driscoll as far as he can go.
That one swung, hit well towards left field. Ranging back is Turner. It'll fall in front of him, reach the corner in left field. And Jordan Williams will leg out a double to lead off inning number 3.
And if that's not commentator's curse, I don't know what is.
It's usually me doing it.
Yeah, well, we're both named Daniel, so I think sometimes we share responsibilities and powers. Yeah.
It's been a long day here on the campus of Barry, especially for you. This game was essentially scheduled for 4, as the first game of the doubleheader was scheduled for 1, but some unpredictable Miami weather set us back a few hours.
Yeah, I hit a 5K walk for a good charity, an initiative, part of Christ Fellowship Church that I attend down here in Miami. We have an initiative called Caring for Miami, and we just help throughout the community, whether it's feeding the homeless, a backpack program of, giving food in backpacks to kids who need it, who go home hungry throughout the weekend. We had a 5K today at Zoo Miami, and I was very fortunate to do it with my family this morning. And right when we were done there, I had to ride out here to the ballpark to the campus in Miami Shores.
It's a great cause. I'm sure you're tired, though.
I am exhausted.
Driscoll trying to check on second for a second time. That one gets away and heads towards the outfield, luckily enough. Jordan Williams has to slide back and can't advance. So Driscoll almost gets burned a second time trying to pick off Williams. We'll see if he leaves him alone now at second. It's Saladino at the plate. An RBI flyout in the first inning. Swings at that pitch, grounds it to Jimmy Bruno, fields it off the 2-hopper, throws on to first, and there's one gone in the inning, but the lead runner advances 90 feet away.
And it's a hard situation because you get one out on the board, and it's different. It's a different scenario if you got 2 outs. But just because it's one, it's going to be very hard to try to keep that runner from not scoring.
So it's J.D. Urso with a runner on third, and he's in a great RBI spot here, trying to get run number 2 for the Spartans. Just trying to hit for contact, fouls off pitch 1 of the at-bat, and he falls behind 0-1. Nothing in 1 to Urso. Takes outside, evens the count. Driscoll nearing 40 pitches already. We're in the early stages of inning number 3. He usually does his work out of the bullpen, gets the start today in the Bucs' last home game. Draws a swing and a miss from J.D. Urso, and the count is 1-2. Driscoll 1 strikeout today, looking for number 48 on the season. Won't get it here as it's grounded foul. We'll do it again.
And right now, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but there is a swarm of gnats right up here by this light. And it's taken me back to a couple of years ago. It's been a couple of years. New York Yankees were in the playoffs against the Cleveland Guardians, then Cleveland Indians. And it was a game out there in Cleveland, and it was just swarmed by gnats.
Swarm might be an understatement. That's a lot of bugs.
It has been a muggy day, and there has been rain today, so they feed off of that. They love that environment.
I don't think we can get a camera to that. The viewers are probably happy about that. So 1-2 count. That one's fouled off again. Urso doing his best job to stay alive.
Yeah, 1-2 count, only 1 out. Again, runner on third.
A strikeout here would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would change the scenario. It would put us at 2 outs, and it would be a different scenario for the Buccaneers defensively.
However, J.D. Urso just won't go away. He's fouled off 4 consecutive pitches, and he's making this a tough out on Sean Driscoll. 1-2 count once more. And another foul.
He's really making him work.
Driscoll shaking his head. He's a little frustrated, but this is what you have to do as a hitter. You frustrate the pitcher, make them throw you something in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, it's almost like, at this point, I got to give him something just to end this at bat.
It's grounded to third, but the throw is offline, and the run will come in. Joe White can't stop it, and it's 2-0 for the Spartans.
And that's frustrating because you're Joe White. You have one job right there, and that's give Espinosa at home an opportunity to make that play. And, again, a mistake, you misfire, bad throw, and cost you a run.
And it was actually worked out perfectly because Joe White was playing in, trying to limit that run from coming into home. It's grounded softly towards him. It would have been a routine out, but throws off the mark. So Bucks get no outs from that situation. Now there's a runner on first. It's J.D. Urso. And Woodburn is at the plate. Caught looking in the first inning. Swings and hit that one sharp towards left center field. Finds the gap.
That's exactly the gap I was talking about earlier, and Tampa's going to get it.
Urso rounding third. Throw will not come in. Urso will score, and it's 3-0 for the Spartans after the RBI double from Woodburn. So Sean Driscoll already 3 earned runs allowed. He's having some trouble here in inning number 3. And Villegas up to the plate now will try to continue pouring it on. And it's going back to that ground ball towards third base that the Bucks should have had an out. They would have been one more away from getting through the inning. Instead, we're looking at some more trouble brewing.
Those mistakes, they pile up, and consequence happens after consequence. I don't know how many times we have said yesterday and today, Tampa will make you pay.
They've made us pay all weekend long. Count is 1-1 to Villegas. Villegas singled in the second. Woodburn leads off second with 13 stolen bases this season. That one's chopped towards Bruno. He's been busy at second. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. And Woodburn will make his way towards third base with 2 gone in the inning.
And it's still an opportunity. I mean, runner again 90 feet away to extend the lead to 4-0. If you're Barry, you have to try your best, especially from the mound, to avoid a hit getting through.
An encouraging sign is Jimmy Bruno's glove at second base. He's been tasked with making a few plays early on after committing a couple errors in the first game, and he's been flawless in the defensive department so far. Irigoyen, the freshman catcher, hitting .318 on the season. It's his second plate appearance after flying out in the second. Driscoll the pitch, swung on towards Bruno again. And he makes the play again. The side is finally retired, but 2 runs come in off the bat of Woodburn's RBI double. And we head to the bottom of the third with the Spartans up 3-0. Bottom of the third inning, the Tampa lead continues to grow, just like that swarm of gnats by the first base dugout light post.
I told you right before we got on, it kind of looked like that school of fish that all moved in unison from Finding Nemo. That's what it looks like, literally.
So Jake Stipp back out for his third inning of work. It's been a breeze so far. Just over 20 pitches to get through the first two. Scoreless innings. He struck out one, allowed 2 hits back in the first, but no damage on the scoreboard. That pitch is hit well towards right field. Ranging in on it is Ashby. He'll settle under it and make the catch to put away out number 1. So
well, they're making contact, just haven't had much of anything to fall.
a lot of soft contact, which I mentioned earlier. Wyke is retired, and the top of the order is back up for Jimmy Bruno, who's 1 for 1 today with a single back in inning number 1. His average is now back over 300. Takes pitch 1 for a strike. Here's the pitch from Stipp, 0-1. That one's almost in the dirt. They'll even the count at 1 apiece. Bruno, .426 on base percentage out of the leadoff spot this year. He's been great in that role. As he fouls that one off, he's behind the 1-1 pitch. One-two pitch swung on and missed. Jake Stipp will get punch out number 2, and he retires Jimmy Bruno for the second out of the inning.
Tampa making quick work of this inning, looking to get back to the dugout and get back to their bats.
7 pitches for the first 2 outs of the inning. Jake Stipp is starting to roll. We'll see if Harry Vargas Segura can put an end to it. Segura singled in the first. 0-1 from Stipp. Half swing. He'll take ball 1. That one way outside. 2-1 count to Segura, gets ahead here. A lot of first pitch strikes so far by Stipp. He's had good command, no walks yet. He gets back in the count with a good off-speed pitch to even it at 2 apiece.
Big pitch coming up. Could end the inning right here.
Swung on foul. That'll be out of the field of play. Although J.D. Urso gave pretty good chase to it. We'll do 2-2 again. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Stipp. And that one fouled off towards the softball field. Segura doing a good job of staying alive. It's a busy weekend here in Miami. Got MLS action with Inter Miami taking the field. F1, which you attended yesterday, as that one's cut on and missed. For strike 3 and out number 3, Jake Stipp is rolling on the mound and will head to the 4th.
The only tennis player, male or female, in Sunshine State Conference history to earn singles and doubles All-America honors all 4 years, Ahmed Tricky is one of the most decorated athletes in the SSC ever. He is also the only player to win SSC Player of the Year honors 3 times during his career, a 4-time first-team All-SSC in both singles and doubles, the 2017 ITA Regional and National Senior Player of the Year, the 2015 ITA Regional and National Player to Watch, the 2014 Regional Rookie of the Year, and the SSC Freshman of the Year, and the 2016-2017 Barry Male Athlete of the Year. Additionally, he was a 3-time COSIDA Academic All-American and 4-time ITA Scholar All-America. He is second in program history in singles winning percentage, all at number 1, and he holds the program record with 83 doubles wins and is second in winning percentage, again, all at number 1.
Inning number 4 is moments away. It's a bit of a change of pace after the first game dragged for nearly 3 hours. That was an 11-8 finish. This one 3-0 so far. As it's been a couple of 1-2-3 innings by Stipp pitching against the Bucks lineup. Driscoll on the other end has allowed 3 earned runs so far, coming off 4 hits and a walk. He's allowed 2 extra base hits in the form of a double. And the count is 1-1 to Valdez. Designated hitter for the Spartans leads off this inning. Cut on and miss for strike 2. Driscoll 1 punch out today. He's 3 shy of 50 on the season. Here's the 1-2. Swung well towards left field. Turner won't give chase. That one is out of here. A solo bomb in the 4th inning puts Tampa up 4.
You could tell right off of the bat the elevation of that ball. There was no chance that was coming back.
Turner took a step towards the wall and instantly gave up.
Now batting the third baseman, Kevin Karstetter.
Valdez says goodbye to the baseball for home run number 2 of the season. Tampa homered twice in the first game of the doubleheader, and it's a big fly to start inning number 4 for the Spartans. Let's see how Karstetter can follow that one up. Strike 1.
It is 4-0, and I do have to say, this is the 3rd game of the series. If they do get to 10 before 7, there is a mercy rule in effect.
To the count from Driscoll. Put foul by Karstetter. He'll stay alive. It's not good when you're worrying about mercy rule in the 4th inning.
Yeah, it's just Tampa's really been able to pour on the runs offensively all weekend long.
That one's grounded, and that'll reach the outfield. Jimmy Bruno dives and can't get to it. A single for Karstetter out of the 8th spot, and there's another on board for Tampa.
You really have to give credit to Coach Urso and his staff and just entire squad. It's just an impressive squad, and another squad that looks like they're poised to go to a deep postseason run.
The way they've played this regular season, that would be no surprise. And they've put it all on full display this weekend. 35 runs in less than 3 games so far in this series, as Driscoll falls behind against the number 9 hitter Ashby. The lefty batting just shy of 300 on the season and OPS over 850. He's got 8 extra base hits this year. Runner goes. Throw to second is not in time. It'll one hop into the glove of Delgado. And Karstetter has stolen base number 15 on the season.
I think Espy was a little bit late, just a little bit tad late on reacting to getting that throw over to second.
Bucks have had issues throwing runners out today, as that one is blooped towards Delgado. He's able to make the play. Good job by Selvy Delgado.
Heads up play, did the right thing there to get the leadoff runner. And it was a good throw this time, and Bucks were able to execute that perfectly.
And we're going to get a visit to the mound. And a pitching change. That'll be it for Sean Driscoll. He gives up 4 earned runs before the relief arm will come in. We'll be back after this. New arm on the mound for the Bucks. It's Kevin Meeble, the left-hander. Runner goes. And no throw to second. It's another stolen base, this time by Ashby, number 5 on the year.
Ashby was trying to corral that baseball to make the throw and lost in the process, dropped it. And, you know, it's quite interesting. We haven't seen Meeble earlier in this series.
He's been one of the Bucks' more reliable arms this season, as he's going to give up a barrel to the bat, headed towards right field, reaches the wall. 1 run will score as Jordan Williams heads for third. He has a triple. RBI triple for Jordan Williams.
And he had a home run in a game earlier today, and it was back-to-back home runs, actually, for Tampa.
And you mention a home run because that is now what Jordan Williams needs to complete the cycle in this one. He has a single, a double, and a triple in 3 plate appearances.
That's not something you see every day.
That one grounded sharply by Saladino, but foul. Well, when Kevin Meeble is getting hit, you know that all options have been exhausted at this point for the Bucks. They just cannot find an answer to the red-hot Spartans lineup. Meeble, 2.35 ERA on the season, 30 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 35. That pitch way outside.
To answer your previous point, I mean, there's been moments throughout the series where the Bucks could capitalize and really put the pressure back on Tampa. They just haven't been able to do it.
2-2 the count. Saladino's looking to drive in Jordan Williams, who leads off of third base. Swung on and missed. Meeble gets strikeout number 36 on the season, and he holds the thread at third.
baseman J.D. Urso.
Kevin Meeble, the best strikeout pitcher in this Bucks rotation in terms of K per 9. It's J.D. Urso to the plate, trying to drive in Williams from third, swings at pitch 1, which is in the dirt.
you could definitely tell he was trying to get some launch angle on that ball. Almost a golf swing.
Yeah, he had no intentions of taking that pitch. The 0-1 is taken for strike 2. 0-2 to Urso.
That swing right there was like when you're at Topgolf and you're trying to launch that past the furthest barrier.
Yeah, I don't quite have that power. I've hit the white a couple times, but 1-2 count. Taken for strike 3. Meeble punches out 2 straight batters to end inning number 4, but the damage is done by Jordan Williams, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, it's the Bucks' turn to hit. They've got some work to do, down 5 runs to the Spartans. As Jake Stipp is back out for inning number 4 of work. It's only taken him 35 pitches to get to this point. That one's hit well towards left field. That'll get down to the corner. Noriega's rounding first, trying to leg out a double, and he'll get there standing up. A lead-off double by Kendry Noriega.
That's a good sign from the Buccaneers. It's 5-0, but still manageable. If you start getting some runs and some hits, it could be done.
And you look at the comeback they almost mounted in the first game. No lead is insurmountable. So here's Felix Flex Diaz. Runner in scoring position. Diaz hitting .346 with runners on this year. He's slugging .500 and boasts an OPS nearing 1,000. He is the top dog on this Bucks lineup, hitting out of the 4-hole. And a chance to break the shutout. Instead, he'll hit it towards right field in foul territory. Urso giving chase. He can't make the play.
He's frustrated. He couldn't make that play. And I also think he might have
tweaked something.
Yeah. Trying to get over there.
Thought it was just frustration at first, but trainer going over to check on him.
I think maybe it was frustration that he tweaked something, and he's going straight out of the game.
Urso will come out. We'll see who the replacement is. So, J.D. Urso, who's made a number of good defensive plays today, will come out. And Cole Russo will get the call.
That's unfortunate, and hopefully he's okay. And I'm not sure if it's serious or not, but he immediately went to the dugout. No thoughts about it.
We resume play. Diaz fouls off that one. 0-2. Diaz falls behind. Noriega on second. 28 stolen bases this year. He's only been caught 3 times. 0-2 to Diaz. Takes that one high and away. Ball 1. Jake Stipp has allowed 3 hits, no earned runs to this point. He's struck out 3. Pitch count nearing 40. Off-speed pitch is in there, and Diaz is caught window shopping. Strikeout number 4 for Jake Stipp.
And caught him looking. And these are the moments you need to capitalize with a runner in scoring position at second. These are the big moments that we talk about.
And here's Merkel Turner, the second most dangerous hitter in this Bucks lineup. .326 average on the season as Noriega's heading towards third. A column safe.
I will say, that was an absolute laser of a throw over the third.
Noriega now taking a step off of third, tending to his head.
Yeah, I think that when he went to go tag him, absolutely swiped him through the face.
So Noriega able to steal third. We'll see if he can stay in the game. I suppose he will. And he will remain on third base. After taking a glove to the face. So Turner stays in the box. 0-1 to Turner. He turns on a pitch, sends it towards the gap in right center field. That'll get down for at least 2 bases. Noriega waltz into home for the first Buccaneer run of the game. And Turner has a stand-up double.
And just like that, the Buccaneers are on the board, make it now a 4-run game. Could make it 3 if they can bring in a runner from second. And only 1 out. Buccaneers have a chance to have a big inning.
And we didn't see Merkel Turner in the first game because of senior day. Turner is a freshman. And boy, is it good to have his bat back in the lineup. Bucks have a bright young star in Merkel Turner. As that one's lined towards center field, that'll drop for a base hit. Turner had to hold up, so he'll stop at third. Nonetheless, a big-time single from Sabi Delgado, and he keeps the Bucks in business.
And we saw in the last game where there's just some innings where the Buccaneers find their groove offensively, and it just carries on. Unfortunately, in the bottom of the 9th, in the first game, there was 2 outs, and there wasn't much wiggle room.
Jake Stipp rolled through the first 3 innings. He's gotten himself into some danger here in the 4th. Brady King trying to keep it going for the Buccaneers. Runners on the corners, 1 gone in the inning.
They're just talking over some strategy right now. With runners at the corners, what's the best thing to do?
You know what he's saying? Do not ground into a double play.
That would be worst case scenario right now for the Buccaneers.
Anything but a double play. King grounded out in his first plate appearance. Takes that pitch and gets ahead 2-0. Stipp over 40 pitches in this outing. He was just over 30 to start the inning. 2-0 pitch. Swung on foul. This count will go to 2-1. Brady King, a 308 average this season and 13 at-bats. He's hitting .444 with runners on and .667 with runners in scoring position. Of course, not a big sample, but you've got to like the numbers. 2-1 pitch. King shows bunt, and that'll be strike 2 as he missed it.
I'm not sure if the catcher was going with a tag there or if he was just in the way.
Maybe precaution. 2-2 count even to Brady King. Runners on the corners. Inside. Count runs full. Full count, payoff pitch. Runner goes. It's a swing and a miss. As Delgado gets into second safely off the stolen base, but a strikeout by Brady King rings up the second out of the inning.
And just a hit right here would really set up the Buccaneers nicely to go to the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher, Albert Espinosa.
Espinosa with the tall task of driving in those 2 runners in scoring position. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Struggled in the first game as well. He's hitting .265 on the season. OPS just over 700. First pitch swinging. Grounded softly towards third base. Karstetter throws to first. It's in time and the side is retired. 1 run comes across for the Bucs, but they strand 2 and will head to the top of the 5th. Bucs trail 5-1.
Dave Nichols, who coached the women's volleyball team for 12 years, tops the list with the most wins, most conference wins, as well as the best winning percentage both overall and in conference matches. He led the Bucs to the NCAA Division II National Championship match 3 times, including wins in 2001 and 2004. His Chargers accumulated 24 All-America awards, 3 Academic All-America awards, 6 Sunshine State Conference Player of the Year awards, and 41 All-SSC selections. So far, 6 of his former players have been inducted into the Wall of Honor, including Cindy Wan, Yanina Morshevitz, Elvira Vakitova, Fernanda Ferreira, Fernanda Brino, and Carla Berzano. Juan was the first player to earn SSC Player of the Year 3 times, while Ferreira was the first Buccaneer to earn ABC All-America honors 3 times in her career.
Top of the 5th inning, the Spartans lead it 5-1. Daniel Horowitz alongside Daniel Torres. We thank you once again for joining us here on this Saturday evening on the SSC Digital Network. The final home game for the Buccaneers this season. Bucs looking to mount a comeback after falling behind early. Woodburn trying to do some more damage for the Spartans leading off this inning.
On a night where we celebrate all of our seniors that will be departing the program and graduating from Barry University.
Which is a lot, I believe 13 this year.
13.
So Buck's going to have to replenish some talent. That one's grounded. Delgado trying to make the play, not in time. It's a one-hopper, and Diaz couldn't handle it.
And he's had a extremely, extremely tough time trying to get a pick off of the ground.
Now batting center fielder Edgardo Villegas.
And that gets scored in error. I will say it was a tough play by Delgado having to come in and field that slow roller, and also a tough play by Diaz having to dig it out. So unearned base runner on first. We'll see how Meeble works around it. That one popped up in foul territory. Espinoza can't make a play on it. Meeble out for his second inning of work. Pitched 2/3 in the last one, where he gave up a hit and a run, not on his own accord, and then he struck out 2 to end the frame. Nearing 20 pitches on the day for Meeble. Lefty on lefty here. As that one gets in the dirt and the runner will waltz onto second base, Woodburn has second standing.
And now they have a runner in scoring position.
We've seen these passed balls, errors, and wild pitches all day, just leading to free advances for the Spartans. 1-1 count. Swung on, hit sharply foul. It'll go to 1-2. Villegas at the plate. A single back in the second, grounded out in the third. He's hitting over 350 on the year. Takes ball 2, count even at 2-2. Meeble the pitch, just barely got a bat to it from Villegas. Good slider low and away, but he stays alive. The offering once more. Thought about it and held up last second. Ice cold take by Villegas, and the count runs full.
Was trying to get that outside part of the plate and just couldn't get it.
He got him. Caught looking. Meeble has strikeout number 3.
He got it to go that time. He just needed it to be a little bit more centered over the plate.
Pitcher Joander Irigoyen.
I mentioned Meeble's strikeout prowess earlier. He's got 3, bringing the season total to 38, and that's under 32 innings of work. It's got some nasty stuff. A lot of run on that pitch, but it can't find the zone. 1-0 to start off against Irigoyen. As Woodburn leads off of second base. He advanced from first off that wild pitch earlier in the inning. Runner goes. Throw to third is not in time. Woodburn has stolen base number 14, swiping third.
And again, I think just a little late from Espy trying to make the throw.
Yep, it's been problems all day trying to catch these base runners. The Tampa run game has really done numbers today. Two-0 count. Woodburn now just 90 feet away from scoring as that pitch is in there for strike 1. A much-needed comeback pitch from Meeble. Hitters count to Irigoyen, 1 out in the inning. You do have first and second open if you're Meeble, trying to maybe set up a double play. Instead, that one's rocked towards right field. It'll fall foul.
Whew. Barry's definitely a sigh of relief that fell foul.
That one was a little scare. Full count to Irigoyen. Can't strike him out. Ball number 4, good take from Irigoyen, and he'll take first base off the walk. But like I mentioned, not worst case scenario if you're the Bucks, sets up the 4-set second and a potential inning-ending double play.
That would be the best case scenario for the Bucks.
Of course, Bucks haven't really had many best case scenarios go their way.
They've had the opportunities, it's just unfortunately not going in their favor.
Valdez to the plate. He sent a ball to the moon in his last at-bat.
Yeah, that's still orbiting up there with the ISS.
Strike number 2. Fortunate call from home plate umpire Kenneth Jackson. Jordan Flores, our other umpire today. 0-2 is grounded. It'll reach the outfield for an RBI single. Woodburn scores. Uruguayan takes second. And it's run number 6 of the day for Spartans. They continue to tack on.
And when Barry has responded to Tampa, Tampa has a response right back and puts the pressure right back on Barry. And that's just how it's been all weekend long. It's been an uphill climb for Barry since the very beginning. Even when they've put pressure and have tried to bring in runs, Tampa always responds.
Just can't seem to make ground. As runners on first and second, Spartans are threatening for more here in the 5th. Meeble gets ahead 0-2. Hit well, but foul down the third base line.
I think if he would have hung on that a little bit later, it had the chance.
It's Carstetter at the plate. Singled in the 4th, drew a walk in the 2nd. And he's trying to drive in run number 7 right here. Swings on it and another foul ball. Count remains 0-2.
He's definitely making him work. And again, when you wear down the pitcher like that, they're more than likely going to give you a favorable pitch that you can turn on.
Swung on, hit well towards Bruno. Makes the play, flips to second. Bucks get 1. That'll be it.
I got to give credit to Jimmy Bruno. That was a heck of a defensive play. He had trouble in the first game fielding ground balls like that, but did a great job on that one.
Yeah, Bruno has been one of the few bright spots here in the second game of the doubleheader. A perfect fielding percentage so far. He's had to make about 5 or 6 plays over there at second base, and he's done so without committing an error. So 2 gone in the inning. Runners on the corners for the Spartans as that one runs way inside on Ashby, and it plunks him. He'll head to first.
And now the bases are loaded, and this has the potential to turn ugly, and the umpire warns the Tampa dugout. A little bit too much of chirping going on.
Well, close your eyes because there could be some danger in the batter's box here with Jordan Williams. A homer away from the cycle. Williams takes strike number 1. That one can't catch the outside corner of the plate. Count is even.
It was outside, but SB did a good job with the frame to make it seem like it was a perfect pitch.
Swung on foul. Big swing by Williams. He singled in the 1st, he doubled in the 3rd, and he tripled in the 4th. He's trying to collect all the Infinity Stones.
The gauntlet.
1-2 here with the bases juice. Swung on and missed. Meeble gets a big strikeout against a dangerous hitter. So 1 run comes in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the inning with Tampa up 6-1.
John Samford bridged the tenures of coaches Herb Dunning and Steve McCrath, helping build the Buccaneers into the powerhouse program they became. After 2 seasons playing at a redshirt season, Samford led the Bucs to an outstanding year under first-year head coach McCrath in 1998, leading the team in assists. In 1999, he became Barry's first men's soccer All-American by the NSCAA, posting his best season with 5 goals and 6 assists as the Bucks hosted the NCAA Division II championship for the first time. He ranks 7th in games started and is tied for 15th in career assists. He led the team to the 1999 national semifinals and was a 2-time All-Sunshine State Conference pick.
Joe White, the leadoff man for the bottom of the 5th inning. Jake Stipp remains on the mound for the Spartans after running into some trouble in the last inning. He allowed 1 earned run. He's allowed 5 hits on the day.
Let's see if the Buccaneers can make it 2 consecutive scoring innings.
White behind that pitch, fouls it off, 1-1 the count. Bucks scored in 3 of their last 4 innings to end the first game. Doesn't seem like that hot hitting has really transferred towards the second, as Joe White tried to hit that towards right field, but it falls foul, 1-2 the count. Five hits on the day for the Bucks, compared to the 8 Spartan hits. That one high and away, ball 2. Swung on again towards right field. White can't get ahead of the pitch, and the count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Joe White chases that one low and away from the zone, and Jake Stipp has punch out number 6 on the day.
And we said that Jimmy's good at getting on base. Just one down, that would really help the Bucks right now.
Bruno looks at ball 1. He singled in the first inning, struck out swinging in the third. He was one of 6 Jake Stipp victims today. 2-0 the count. Way inside, Bruno takes it. And the count is 3-0.
Yeah, it was very close to hitting Bruno.
Bruno always a good eye in the batter's box, and he looks at ball 4 outside. It's a 4-pitch walk. And he gets on base, just like you mentioned. He has a knack for, so there's a runner on board for the Bucks with 1 out.
Bruno's just one of those players that he gets on base any which way that he can.
He's the perfect leadoff hitter. As Segura takes strike 1. Segura 1 for 2 with a single in the first and a strikeout in the third. That one had some heat on it, but can't find the zone. Jake Stipp, that was a big job to get ahead in the count on the first pitch after throwing 4 balls to Bruno. 1-1 the count. Swung sharply right back at Stipp. Ashby will step on the bag at second and then make the throw on to first. It's a double play, and the Spartans will get out of inning number 5 unscathed. We head to the 6th. 6-1, Tampa leads. Five innings are behind us here in Feinblum Field, and it sees the Spartans, who have 40 wins in the regular season, trying to make it 41. They lead it 6-1.
The later we get in the ball game, the more difficult the task will be for the Buccaneers, who are trying to avoid getting swept by Tampa this weekend.
2-0 pitch in there, strike one.
Yeah, Saladino was trying to tuck, make it seem like I honestly thought I thought that was going towards his head.
Pitch number 4 paints the outside corner. Count is even. A couple of good pitches by Meeble to get back in this count. In the dirt, count runs full. Meeble dealing with trying to pitch to Saladino and also dealing with the hecklers from the Tampa dugout. That pitch is away in ball number 4. So it's a leadoff walk for Saladino and the Spartans, trying to add on to the lead here in the 6th.
Started off as a good at bat for Meeble and just got behind in the count. Yeah, it's been a story with Barry pitchers as well this weekend. And I know I keep repeating that, but it's really how it's been overall.
Meeble struggling to command the zone right now. And the Tampa dugout's still letting him know about it. That one in there, strike one. I think that's part of having a winning team. You got to be able to trash talk.
Hey, you know, you have to have fun playing the game, right?
Runner goes. That one swung on and fouled off. Saladino will head back to first base as Russo faces a 1-2 count. Meeble just trying to eat up innings here. He came in the 4th inning, still out here in the 6th. He's thrown about 50 pitches today. Swung on, hit sharply towards Bruno. He'll turn 1. Delgado will turn 2. It's a double play.
Beautiful. And that's what we've been looking for all series long, is to have that.
Four, 6-3 double play, and the threat is eliminated from the base path. 2 gone, nobody on, and Woodburn will take the batter's box. That one grounded towards first. Diaz makes the play, flips it to Meeble, steps on the bag, and it's 3 outs in the inning. A bit of a better job by the Bucks pitching here in inning number 6. We'll head to the bottom of the frame with the Spartans leading 6-1.
Sarah Brosecker was both an outstanding player and student during her time in the Shores. The 2013 Sunshine State Conference Player of the Year, and a first-team All-America selection by both Daktronics and the NFCA. She was also named a first-team Academic All-America by COSIDA and earned NFCA Scholar All-America 3 times. She ranks in the top 10 in career batting records with 50 doubles, 312 total bases, 120 RBI, 220 hits, 9 triples, and a .493 slugging percentage. She led Barry to a 140-69 record during her career, including 69 and 26 in the SSC. She was named All-SSC 3 times and earned 2 Player of the Week awards.
Bottom of the 6th is underway, and it's Jake Stipp still on the mound for the Spartans. He's put together a gem here on the mound. 5 one-run innings. This one starts off with a chopper, tough to field, and Woodburn can't handle it.
That was quite a strange play because he kind of like bent backwards and had that ball come off of his knee.
Took a big bounce last second, and we'll see how they score it. Looks like they scored a single for Noriega to start the inning.
Now batting first baseman Felix Diaz.
So leadoff single, we'll see if the Bucks can capitalize off of it. Big swing and miss by Felix Diaz, who was caught looking back in the 4th inning.
And Flex is the bright spot in the lineup,
along with Turner waiting on deck. Big 1-2 punch from the Bucks here in the 4 and 5 spot. Diaz takes ball 1, count is even. Noriega off of first base has 30 steals this year, leads the team. Stipp checks on first, trying to hold Noriega to the bag, as he knows he wants to run. Diaz hitting .341 this year with runners on base. Takes a big hack at that one, and he's behind it again. 1-2 the count.
Let's see if they move the runner.
Down 5, you may just want to continue hitting and try to build on a rally. There's a quick throw over to first base, but Noriega's back to the bag safely.
They're having a little bit of words over there at first.
2-2 the count from Jake Stipp. Instead, he'll check on Noriega once more. Noriega not taking much of a lead off of first base. It's also hard to steal off a lefty when he's facing first. This time he pitches, and that one's grounded towards the third baseline, foul ball. As the Tampa Spartans dugout is trying to keep themselves entertained here in this game.
You're right, Tampa Bay.
I know you've been trying to keep yourself entertained with the singing in between innings.
Of course.
You got to save that for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game.
Had my 100th game first pitch. Pretty soon we're going to be having me on the organ on the 7th inning.
Oh, we don't want that.
Become the Fine Bloom Field special. Just like Wrigley Field.
2-2 count, let's do it again. And it's taken for ball 3. Count runs full, nobody gone, and a runner on first for the Berry Bucks. Diaz looked at strike 3 in his last plate appearance. He almost did the same, but he stays alive. 3-2. Taken outside.
I don't think he realized it was ball 4.
I was about to say either I messed something up or Diaz did, but it's another walk. And now the Bucks have runners on first and second with nobody out. They're threatening to score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Merkel Turner to the plate. He has a hit today. It was a double in the 4th, which drove in the only Bucks run so far to this point, and he has a chance to do the same here. Turner ahead 1-0. Way behind that pitch as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one low and inside. 2-1 count to Turner. He's dangerous when he gets ahead. Delgado's on deck. Brady King is in the hole. The bottom of the Bucks lineup is 0 for today so far. As Turner takes a big hack at that one, it's fouled off directly behind home plate. And the count runs even at 2 apiece.
Zero outs. The bottom of the 6th.
2-2 the count. Swung on and hit by Turner. As that one's held up just outside the infield, and Saldino makes the routine play. So there's one gone in the inning, and the runners cannot advance.
I mean, he could have from second, but it was just way too shallow to even think about it.
Yeah. So here's Delgado. A single in the 4th inning. He looks at ball 1. Stipp nearing 80 pitches on the day. He's had a good outing so far. And he's trying to keep it to 1 run right now with 2 runners aboard the ship for the Bucks. Stipp delivers. That one's grounded towards Woodburn. It eats him up. Throw to first is in time, not in time.
I really thought for a second there that Salvi Delgado was going to think about going head first in the first.
So Delgado will reach anyway. He'll score then an error on the Spartans. That's an error against Woodburn. And now the bags are juiced for Brady King. He's 0 for 2 today, but he's hitting .286 on the year.
And that tying run's on deck.
King takes strike one. Good off-speed pitch. Catches the inside corner of the plate. Big opportunity to get back in this game for the Bucks, but they have to take advantage. And his catcher calls time. Irigoyen checking on his eye. Must have got some clay or something.
Maybe a gnat. There's tons of them.
Looks like it's cleared up a lot by that light post. The 0-1 pitch. And it's taken for a ball. Count runs even on Brady King. Like 1-1 the count, and King just caught a piece of it. Espinoza waits on deck. He'll get a chance unless King grounds into a double play here. As he takes that pitch outside, good eye, and the count is even at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Brady King can't get a bat to the ball, and there's 2 away in the inning.
And it comes up to SB, who in these situations tonight has struggled.
Yeah, Albert Espinosa 0 for 2 today. Had a rough game in the first of the doubleheader as well until the later stages. And he is in a big spot here regardless with the bases loaded. Trying to get anything to the outfield, can score multiple runs. 2 gone, bases Joe's. And that pitch is taken for strike one. Jake Stipp trying to make it through 6 one-run innings. He's ahead 0-2 to Espinosa.
And this is just, like I said, this is a big opportunity right here.
The 0-2 delivery. That one's hit towards center field. Villegas gets off his mark, ranges under it, and puts away out number 3 to end the inning. The Buccaneers strand 3. They strand the bases loaded, and will head to the 7th with the Spartans leading 6-1. Kevin Meeble back on the mound for the Bucks to start inning number 7. He's done a good job of eating innings today. That pitch is in there for strike number 1 to start the frame. Kevin Meeble today, 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits allowed, 1 run, but it's unearned, and he struck out 4 in the process as he gets ahead 0-2 to Villegas.
Struggled in his command a little bit last time out. It wasn't terrible, but definitely could have been better.
Yep, 2 walks on the day for Meeble. Villegas caught looking in his last plate appearance in the 5th inning. Looking for 5 punch-outs, and he won't get it here. That pitch just outside the zone. Count is even at 2-2. Foul tip reaches the backstop. Villegas just able to get a bat to it. So you did say you wonder why Meeble didn't get in earlier in this series against Tampa, and he's showing today. Has still allowed some damage, but he's definitely neutralized it more than some of the other pitchers in the staff.
Maybe even a start.
Driscoll got the starting nod in the second game of the doubleheader. This full count pitch is hit against the shift down the third base line. It'll reach outfield grass, and it is a leadoff single for Villegas, who thought about second but ultimately holds up. And DJ Price heading out to the mound. We're going to get a pitching change here in inning number 7. Meeble's done a good job to this point, but that'll be it for his outing. We'll be back after this. New pitcher on the bump for the Bucks. Aiden Denton takes the mound. It's his 43rd inning of work this season, a 3.86 ERA to this point. It's one of the lower ERAs out of the Bucks bullpen.
It's a great first pitch to set the tone.
He's currently dealing with a runner on first base and nobody out. He delivers strike one to Irigoyen, who got the start at catcher for Tampa. As he takes strike two, 0-2 to Irigoyen. Denton getting ahead early on. Villegas leads off of first base with 11 stolen bases on the season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he's looking at strike three. Denton starts his outing with a punch out, and there's one gone in the 7th.
And he's been a real reliable relief pitcher every time he comes in.
That's strikeout number 24 of the season for Denton. And now he'll face the designated hitter Valdez. Valdez put a hole in the ball in the 4th inning, sending a home run over the left field wall. He also singled in the 5th to drive in another run. The only threat here is at first base in Villegas. 1-0 pitch to Valdez. Is taken for strike one. Even count to Valdez, hitting .280 on the season, slugging .430. He's boasting a 776 OPS. Quick delivery from Denton way outside. He pulled it. 2-1 the count.
Double play ball would get the Buccaneers out of the top half of the 7th.
Half swing, check on first. He did not go. Looked like he did from our vantage point, but I guess he held up.
And I think for a second the home plate umpire called that strike.
Two count even to Valdez. That one's hammered down the third baseline, out of the reach of White. It'll fall into outfield grass, and there's 2 aboard the ship for the Spartans here in the 7th inning. Good contact by Valdez, and he gets his 3rd hit of the game.
Now they got a runner in scoring position. Anything that drops far out in the outfield can make this a 7-1 ball game.
Karstetter hitting .340 on the year. He's 1 for 2 in this one with a single in the 4th inning. Runners on first and second. Hits that one towards short. Delgado fields it. Steps on second. Throws to first. But he pulled Diaz off the bag, so only 1 out for the Bucks.
And let me tell you, if he would have completed that, that would have been one amazing play.
Delgado almost worked some magic by himself. Instead, we'll do it again with 2 outs in the inning. Now runner on third and first. Ashby to the plate out of the 9 spot. He's 0 for 2 in this one, hitting .289 on the season. Ashby thought about swinging, but ultimately holds up. Ball 1.
Runner 90 feet away from extending the lead.
Denton checks on the runner at first. That's Karstetter with 16 stolen bases on the season, so he's a threat to run. But Denton falling behind 2-0 here to Ashby. Delivery is taken. Ball number 3. And now Denton in danger of walking the bases loaded.
Oh, the other camera came back up.
A 3-0 swing, an ambitious one by Ashby, but he fouls it off.
Tampa has been good with 2 outs, getting hits to be able to bring in runs.
And you do not want to walk the bases loaded here because Jordan Williams sits on deck with his 3 base hits today. Runner goes. That one is fouled off again.
Yeah, he's going to have to make his way back over to first.
Three 2 count, so Carstetter will be in motion off of first. Aiden Denton, the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit sharply towards the first base line, just foul, and the Bucks avoid disaster with that one.
And this is what Tampa has done. They really have made the Buccaneers pitchers work and have put them in situations where they get a pitch that's favorable to them and they put it in play.
Yeah, they do not give up in the batter's box. Like you mentioned, just able to foul off pitch after pitch. It was a miracle that Kevin Meeble was able to strike out 4 batters in this one with the approach these Tampa batters have had today, as that's ball number 4, runs inside on Ashby, and the bags are juiced now for Jordan Williams.
Yeah, and this is not the guy you want at the plate in this situation.
No, Williams a pop fly away from the cycle in this one. I should say a big fly away from the cycle. He hit a homer in the first game. He takes strike number 1. Williams struck out swinging. It was a high fastball that retired him from Kevin Meeble in his last plate appearance. This time he's facing Denton. Takes that pitch low and inside.
It's actually back-to-back home runs. It was Maddox King, and then Williams followed with home runs.
Yep, 2 homers in the first game of the doubleheader, 1 in the second, so that's 3 on the day for the Spartans that have left the yard. Here's the 1-1 from Denton. Swung on and hit. That one's got some power, but it'll go away foul.
I had the distance to carry out of the yard.
That's just a warning shot for Denton. He knows he can't come in the zone again. He rung him up. Strike 3 at the knees. Aiden Denton works out of the jam, and the Bucks strand 3 in the top of the 7th. We head to the 7th inning stretch with the Spartans up 6-1. Bottom of the 7th, Buccaneers facing an upwards hill. They're down 6-1 to the Spartans. And it's a new arm on the mound. Another left-hander, Ryan Stefiuk. He boasts an impressive 1.73 ERA on the season. That comes in 26 innings of work. He's allowed only 5 earned runs, and he's struck out 24.
Just finished the 7th inning stretch. It's getting late in the second game of the doubleheader, and Barry is going to want to do anything. It has to start happening now.
And you could see it and hear it in the warm-ups from the crack of the glove, but Stefiuk has some heat on his fastball, and Joe Wyke was way behind that pitch. That one's grounded back towards center field. It's a leadoff single for Joe Wyke.
And that one just almost went right back into his glove.
So the Bucs start the inning off the right way, but they stranded the bases loaded earlier in this game. So they've got to take advantage of these early base runners, and it's Jimmy Bruno, the man to do so here in the leadoff spot. Bruno hitting .302 on the season. Another great fastball by Stefiuk. Bruno's behind it for strike number 1. Wyke on first with 11 stolen bases on the season. He's been caught twice. A swing and a miss by Bruno. He falls behind 0-2.
Just an early swing for Bruno. Didn't time it right.
He's trying to catch up to that heater. Nothing in 2 pitch to Bruno. Outside ball 1. Bruno singled in the first inning, struck out swinging in the 3rd, drew walk in the 5th. He's got an opportunity with a runner on base here. One to the count. Bruno late to it again. He fouls that one off, just trying to stay alive. Harry Vargas, Segura on deck. Henry Noriega in the hole. And then you've got the two-headed monster between Diaz and Turner in the 4 and 5 spots. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Bruno goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And there's one gone in the 7th for the Bucs.
And this is a good part of a lineup right now with Segura, Noriega, Diaz, and Turner.
Stefiuk picks up strikeout number 25 on the season. That one's hit hard and hit high. An infield pop-up. Saladino settles under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 gone in the inning. Wyke forced to hold up at first. So here is Noriega, 2 for 3 today with a double in the 4th and a single in the 6th. He's dealing with a runner on first, but 2 gone in the inning. Swinging at the first pitch and driving it way up in the air in foul territory. Irigoyen makes the play and puts away the 3rd out of the inning. Bucs go down in order after a leadoff single and will head to the 8th inning with the Spartans up 5.
You guys have worked really hard and deserve the opportunity you've got tonight. But if we're going to be successful, we got, number 1, we got to play hard. Number 2, we got to play smart. And most importantly, we got to play together. If you're ready for the opportunity, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Safe to say I'm the biggest. Bitch, that but this is my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in cold. I'm heartless. Cause he's into the box. Safe to say. Hey.
Top of the 8th inning, it's another pitcher on the mound. The Bucks have flashed a lot of arms in today's doubleheader. Not many of them able to shut down the dangerous Spartans lineup. Aiden Denton and Kevin Meeble have done a good job in this one, as Tampa's only plated 1 run in the last 3 innings, and it's Aiden Huey getting the call here in the 8th. He faces Saladino to lead off the inning, and he's finding himself in a 1-1 count. Saladino 0 for 3 today, sporting a .290 average on the year.
Those are 2 goose eggs for Tampa, so Barry's pitching has kind of stopped the bleeding in the last 2 innings, and they're looking to make it 3 straight.
Aiden Huey, a 5.25 ERA on the season, as that one reaches the backstop. Good thing nobody was on base. He's allowed 7 earned runs and 12 innings of work. Struck out 17, though, so he does have some good strikeout stuff on the mound. That pitch is low. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch is swung on and hit foul by Saladino, staying alive in the count. Saladino drew a walk in the 6th inning, and he's 1 ball away from finding himself on first via a walk again, as he fouls off a pair straight.
It's a full count, 3-2. Looking for the first out at the top of the 8th.
Payoff pitch from Iwi. That's 3 straight foul balls. Saladino not making this an easy out. Like you mentioned, Bucks just trying to keep this a salvageable game at this point, as Iwi gets a strikeout, punch out number 18 on the year, and he sends Saladino back to the dugout.
Now imagine every at-bat against a Tampa player has been that challenging, and that takes a lot out of a pitcher and out of a bullpen.
First baseman number 33, Cole Russo.
Cole Russo's second plate appearance today, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the 6th inning. He is one of the 4 lefty hitters in the Spartans lineup today, or 5 if you count Jordan Williams, who has hit lefty for the majority of today as a switch hitter. One to Russo. That one inside. 2-1 the count. Kenneth Jackson, home plate umpire, not giving the call to Uwe. That one hit foul out of play. Count runs even, 2-2. Felix Diaz, Merkel Turner, and Savi Delgado due up in the next inning for the Bucks, as they're down to their final 6 outs. Tampa looking to close this one out and make it a sweep on the weekend, 3-0. Picked up win number 40 on the season earlier today. That one's hit sharp towards Delgado. He gets a glove to it. Sharp throw to first base is in time. That time Felix Diaz has no problems, and there's 2 away in the inning.
And that one was put right on the target by Delgado, and well played.
Second baseman number 2, Braden Woodward.
Woodburn takes the batter's box. He's 1 for 4 today with an RBI double in the 3rd. He's the first righty that Huey has faced in this inning. That one taken for strike 1. 1-1 the pitch. Low and outside. Ten hits on the day for the Spartans. That's driven across 6 runs. Bucks just 1 run off their 7 hits, as that one's fouled off. Count is even at 2 apiece. This is the point in the game where the Bucks offense kind of turned it on in the first of the doubleheader. We'll see if they can try and repeat that success in the final 2 innings.
It'll be starting right here with the 3-2 if they can get a strikeout or the final out.
There's a pitch, and it's just what the doctor ordered, a strikeout. Espinosa has to throw into first to finish it, and he does so. So the Bucks put up a 0, 3 straight zeros against the Spartans lineup, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 5-run Tampa lead.
First person shooter mode. We turning your son to a funeral. Yeah, them boys had it locked, but I knew the code. Lot of getting the debate.
Felix Diaz to lead off the 8th inning for the Bucks. They're down to their last 6 outs.
I saw you vibing to the walk-up song.
Yeah, Diaz has the highest batting average in this Bucks lineup and the best walk-up song.
Sounds like me. I think Brooklyn Russian has the best walk-up song for softball.
Ryan Stefyuk back out for his 2nd inning of work, as he gets Diaz thinking about that pitch, but it's taken. 1-1 the count. Stefyuk allowed 1 hit in the last inning, struck out 1, no runs came in. He threw 10 pitches to get through the 7th. And he's got a 5-run cushion to work with here in the 8th. Felix Diaz 0 for 2 today, but that just means he's due for a hit because he does not go many games hitless. Yes, he had dangerous thoughts with that baseball, but it's fouled off.
You know, all the games done throughout 2 years, I have not seen a ball actually hit one of those lights.
Take some good aim. I'm just hoping that I don't see a ball coming towards me.
So, if you're at a Marlins game, you're not one of those guys that immediately wants to go after the foul ball?
Well, maybe if I got a glove and I'm ready for it, but not here. Two the count. Diaz takes, and it runs full on him, 3-2. Nearing the final stages of this doubleheader. Tampa's won the first two of the series. They won earlier, 11-8. And it'll be a leadoff walk for Felix Diaz. He walked in the 6th, and he does the same here in the 8th.
Hey,
one aboard.
You said it. You said this was the time last game where things started getting interesting for Barry. And let's see if they can replicate.
And that'll turn it over to Merkel Turner. He has a .329 average on the year. He's 1 for 3 in this one, and he's always a threat to keep an inning alive. Foul tip into the glove of Irigoyen for strike 1.
Yeah, he's strong. Swung strongly at that one.
Nothing in 1 to Turner. Swung on and missed. Turner was way behind that pitch, and it's 0-2.
Stefik is really throwing some heat.
He's looking for strikeout number 2 of his outing.
I really love to have the radar right now and see how fast he's throwing.
Quick throw to first. That gets away from him. Diaz heading towards second. He'll leg it out to third. And there is going to be no play at third. Diaz will walk into third safely. Bucks have a runner threatening here.
Mistakes in this game, in this series, have proven costly.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many by Tampa, but that one could be a costly one. Now the job is a lot easier for Turner to drive in that run, but the Bucks have other thoughts. Down 5. They're looking for the bigger picture. That one might have hit Turner. It did.
Well, they're going to have runners at the corners.
So 2 straight mistakes. One of them coming from Stefiak, who has looked strong to this point, but that pitch got away from him. And he caught the outside arm of Merkel Turner. So here comes Savi Delgado. The Bucks trail by 5, but they have 2 runners on. They stand at the corners. And still nobody gone in the inning. Delgado trying to repeat the success he had in the 4th inning where he singled. That pitch way outside for ball 1. Right now, Stefiak has to be careful not to fall behind in counts, and just on cue, we're going to get a visit to the mound. He's trying to give his pitcher a breath.
And Tampa has done a good job. The coaching staff has done a good job. Will I say when there needs to be a mound visit, they do it just at the right time.
So over 20 pitches on the day for Stefiak. This is his 2nd inning of work. I wonder if we get a call to the bullpen soon with his command and overall command of the game starting to slip here in the 8th inning.
I think depending on what happens in this at-bat will determine that.
And it looks like you're right. They're going to let Stefiak face another batter at least. And that is Delgado, who is ahead 1-0 in the count. Turner on first, and Diaz on third. Bucks are down to their final 6 outs, but they are yet to exhaust one here in the 8th. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. A strong swing by Delgado, but he can't make contact.
A little low for my liking, but Savi went after it.
The 1-1 delivery. That one swung directly behind home plate into the foul netting. Bucks hitting .250 as a team compared to Tampa. They're hitting .286. Here's the 1-2. just outside. Good take by Delgado to even the count. Here's the pitch. Outside again. Count runs full.
And this is a big, big pitch coming up.
Prime time opportunity for Savi Delgado here. 3-2 the count. Runners on the corners. Nobody gone. Big pitch from Stefiuk. He struck him out. Delgado goes down chasing. And there's one gone in the inning.
You're still okay right now if you're buried. Yes, you would have liked that, but just one out.
A big-time punch-out from Stefiuk, and he's a couple outs closer from getting out of the jam. Brady King to the plate with runners on the corners. First pitch swinging, pops it up shallow towards right field. Giving chase is the second baseman Woodburn, and he gets a glove to it. 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, I was just too shallow for Diaz to tag. And again, now it's a situation where you've got 2 outs, and now you need to make something happen. So there's a little bit more pressure involved, and a little bit more risk.
So the Tampa coaching staff showing trust in Ryan Stefiuk to get out of the jam, and he's done just that. 2 consecutive outs. Runners are yet to advance after reaching the corners, and that's a swing and a miss by Espinosa on pitch 1 of the AB.
Now here's a guy that is 0 for 3 tonight. He's a pockets away from a Tampa player from the dugout.
Maybe a tactic to throw off Espinosa's timing there in the box. See if it works.
You've seen some strange things across sports.
Swing and a miss by Espinosa. He's behind that one 0-2.
And he was swinging big time right there, trying to make a play happen.
Here's Stefiuk, the 0-2 to get out of the jam. He struck him out. Fans 2 batters and strands 2 base runners. We'll head to the top of the 9th with Tampa leading 6-1. So we talked about Brady King's two-way capabilities earlier in the broadcast, and he's on the mound to pitch here in inning number 9 for the Bucks. They've used a plethora of arms in this one, and they've pitched 3 straight scoreless innings for what it's worth, but the offensive end is yet to get going in this one. King's first pitch is outside the zone for ball 1.
Third and fourth innings were the most costly in this game. Tampa, both those innings, putting up 2 runs.
That one runs outside. 2-0 the count to Villegas, who has 2 hits in this one, a single in the 2nd and 7th. Has increased his stifling batting average up to .354.
And of course the Bucks, in the bottom of the 9th, they will be down their final 3 outs to try to make something happen. Right now, momentum shifting heavily in Tampa's favor to come away with the serious sweep.
Here's the 3-1, swung on and fouled off. Villegas, Irigoyen, and Valdez due up here for the Spartans in the 9th. Payoff pitch from King. That one's fouled off again, sharply towards the third baseline.
Another one of those at-bats where they're making them work, both hitters and batters. A really difficult out.
Yep, they've gotten to a lot of full counts, and it's driven up the pitch count for a lot of these Bucks pitchers today. That's yet another foul ball. He's just staying alive. And you can tell when a team has 40 wins on the regular season. (3-2) to Villegas, and he's going to be caught looking at strike 3.
And that was a great pitch. You saw that fall right down in the dead center of the zone.
So a punch out to begin the frame for King. That's strikeout number 11 on the season. (1-0) to Irigoyen, who's 0 for 3 today, but a .312 average on the season and 112 at-bats. Comes with 13 extra base hits.
That's almost the same exact pitch that he got the punch out with.
Yep, that one just a little above the zone. 2-0 the count. He goes with the fastball, and Irigoyen is way behind it after seeing 2 straight off-speed pitches. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and smoked towards left field. Turner will look back and watch it leave the park. It's a home run and a solo shot for Irigoyen.
That pitch from King was left over the plate, hung there, and that's just a hitter's delight right there, just to have a pitch like that, and that's just a give-me. Swung at the right time. That's almost when you're playing MLB The Show and the meter goes to full, and you just yank that out of the park.
Get that perfect contact. It's bombs away for the Spartans here today. 4 home runs on the day if you total the 2 games in this doubleheader. And the lead is extended to 7-1. That's the Spartans' first run since inning number 5. That one's going to run inside.
May have hit the face protector of Espy.
It's going to get called strike 1. I think it might have hit the bat of Valdez. So speaking of Valdez and speaking of home runs, he has one to his name. It came in the 4th inning off a solo shot.
Today has been the home run day. Yesterday we did not get any.
And not many times you'll see a team put up 20 runs and no home runs.
It was just a lot of contact. But yet again, nothing leaving the park.
The 0-2 to Valdez, just a little outside. Valdez able to hold off and stay alive. 3 hits for Valdez today, 2 singles and the aforementioned home run. He hits that sharply to the hot corner. White able to field it, flips it to first, and in time for out number 2 of the inning.
All right, so White's glove, he fielded that well and took care of it.
So here's Karstetter, 1 for 3 today with a single in the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on, as Tampa leads it a commanding 7-1 lead, and he'll keep this inning alive as that one's hit softly towards left center field and drops for a single.
Not exactly deep enough into the gap. Ended up in shallow left center, but it's good enough to keep the inning going.
It's a 2-hit day for Karstetter, and that'll bring up Ashby in the 9 spot, 0 for 2 on the day. He has drawn a walk. He was also hit by a pitch in the 5th inning, so he's gotten on base twice today, but no hits. That one smoked to right field. Segura backpedaling, makes the catch over his head. It's an impressive play in right field to end the inning, but 1 run comes across off the solo shot, and we'll head to the bottom of the 9th, where it's Joe White, Jimmy Bruno, and Vargas Segura due up.
Beth Desmond is one of the best to ever pull an oar for the Buccaneer rowing crew. She led Barry to Sunshine State Conference and NCAA Division II National Championships in 2015 and 2016, earning CRCA All-American in 2016. She was All Sunshine State Conference twice during her career and also made the All-Freshman team in 2013. As a member of the Varsity 4 in 2015, she led the crew to SSC Boat of the Year honors, the first time that a Varsity 4 had won the award. Switching to the Varsity 8 in 2016, she again led the crew to Boat of the Year honors. She was voted Barry Female Athlete of the Year in 2016.
All right, it's time for the bottom of the 9th inning. The Bucks are down to their final 3 outs. And what's been a rough series this weekend against Tampa, the number 1 ranked team in the Sunshine State Conference. They've been a lot more competitive today than yesterday, where they lost 20-1. It was just a 3-run deficit to end the first game, and this one they do trail by 6. This Tampa team just too much to overcome. It's Joe White to lead off the 9th inning. He had a single in his prior plate appearance in the 7th inning. As that one clipped him, and White will head to first.
Yeah, Wash was continuing to go to that inside pitch, inside enough now that clipped him.
Logan Wash, who did just come in here in the 9th inning. He's pitched 10 1/3 this season, ERA just over 2.6, allowing 3 earned runs and striking out 19 hitters. That's a pretty good K per 9.
So you may ask, what's next for both of these teams? Tampa's going to continue on the road. They're going to visit St. Leo. And Barry will go on the road, and they'll have a series against their rivals, Nova Southeastern. And then that will be the end of the season. But for Tampa, it will be going to NCAA Regional.
And we've gotten a good glimpse this weekend at a team that can do some damage in that tournament. 1-1 the count to Jimmy Bruno. He's got a runner on first, who is White, who was hit by a pitch to lead off this inning. And Bruno gets ahead 2-1. Jimmy Bruno, 1 hit in this game, came all the way back in the first inning to start it all off.
He's got a 3-1 count right now.
It's a hitter's count to Bruno. Outside, ball 4, take your base. And there's 2 aboard for the Bucks in the 9th. Well, we've seen the Buccaneers threaten with base runners all throughout today, but they also have stranded a lot, as we're going to get a mound visit early on into Logan Wash's outing today. He's only faced 2 batters, but they've both gotten on board.
And it's a 7-1 score line, and there's still no outs. Tampa being cautious, and I like it. It's a very smart and conservative idea just to go out there and make sure everything's all right. Calm your pitcher down. You don't want to give up this lead.
Yeah, we saw things tighten up in the bottom of the 9th inning of that first game, where the Buccaneers brought the winning run to the plate in the bottom of the 9th after falling behind 11-2. So they've shown they can put a rally together and come back in a ball game despite the deficit.
And there is action in the Tampa bullpen.
But right now, the task is on Logan Wash to try and come back after allowing the first 2 runners to reach. Like you said, no outs in the inning. Harry Vargas Segura to the plate, hitting just over 300 on the year, and boy, do they need a hit from him right now. Inside, almost hit him again.
Really favoring that inside part of the plate. Lefty against righty right here.
That one runs inside on Segura. He fouls it off at the hands. 1-1 the count. Wind up in the pitch. That one swung and hit well towards the left center gap. Giving chase is Willia, and he makes the catch.
Oh, man, if that was just a little bit more centered into that gap, it would have fallen.
I thought for a second it had a chance to get down, but Willia shows off the range in left field.
Your center fielder, number 19.
We're down to the final 2 outs.
A double play seals the fate for the Bucks in what is their final home game of the season. Noriega, hard hit ball, but foul. Here's the pitch from Wash. Inside. He's had trouble commanding that inside pitch. He's already hit one batter, and he's almost plunked another two.
And living the last moments at Fine Bloom Field, where we won't be right back here until, think about it, 2026.
That's a long time. That one in the dirt. Runners will advance, and nothing more. Second and third now for the Bucks.
Yep, February 2026 is the next time we'll be right back here at Fine Bloom Field.
Time's moving too fast. 2-1 the count. That one outside. 3-1 now for Noriega. Trying to do damage. He does damage to that pitch and drives in at least one. The second runner will hold up at third base. That's Bruno. He doesn't get the wave home. But Noriega does the job, and now there's runners on the corners. Bucks cut the deficit to 5.
Look, I know this series has not been pretty against Tampa, but you have to get credit to DJ Price, his staff, and the team for even all the way to the bottom of the ninth for fighting and wanting to get runs.
And that should be it for Logan Wash. He comes in. It's a short stint for him on the mound. He gives up a few base runners. The Bucks are threatening here in the bottom of the ninth, and we'll be back after the pitching change. It's an abridged warm-up for new Spartans pitcher Ethan Brown. They've inserted another lefty into the game. He sports a 6.62 ERA on the season and 17 2/3 innings pitched. Tampa has quite a few lefties in the rotation. That quick pitch taken for ball 1 to Felix Diaz.
They're trying to end what Barry is trying to build upon in the bottom of the ninth. Runners at the corners.
Yep, before that break, Noriega drove in a run. Felix Diaz has drawn a walk in his last 2 plate appearances, coming in innings number 6 and 8. But he's hitting over 350 on the season. He's looking to get a bat to a ball here. As umpire called time, say a word to Ethan Brown. Not quite sure what it was. I believe it's fixing the count, so it's 2-0 to Diaz. Let's see if Diaz can put in some work here. Take strike 1.
And that was some serious heat. You heard that back of the glove.
Fresh arm in the game, and Ethan Brown delivers some smoke. Two-one to Diaz. And he's behind it again. The fastball is really thrown off his timing, 2-2 the count.
And Felix Diaz not happy.
There are some nasty arms in this Tampa rotation. Diaz taking his sweet time out the batter's box. So Ethan Brown, 2-2 count, trying to put an end to the madness that has been the Bucks' late inning rallies so far today. The lefty delivers. Taken just outside. Ball 3, and it's a full count.
Just outside the plate. The good patience from Diaz from not reaching out to get that.
So Turner is on deck, followed by Delgado. First, Diaz has to complete the job and at least get on base here. Runner takes off. Throw to second is not in time. He would have reached anyway. It's a walk.
So base is loaded for the Buccaneers. This is getting interesting.
And here's Merkel Turner looking to murder a baseball.
Oh my God, who's messing with the camera over there? Are you kidding me right now?
A long shot would cut this to a one-run ball game with the bases juiced. Turner swinging at the first pitch, fouls it off. Turner had an RBI double in the 4th. He was hit back in the 8th inning. And he's back up to the plate, gets one more shot here in the 9th as he tries to keep the Bucks alive. Way inside on Turner, he takes for ball 1. Here's a 1-1 count to Turner. Swung on, chop. This could be it. They get one at second. No, they get none at second. The ball is dropped. However, the runner is off the bag at second base in Noriega, and there will be one gone as a result of the play. Bucks get one, but now there's 2 gone in the inning.
I have to say something. I had a baseball coach back in the day, very well-known baseball coach named Coach Red. Coach Redberry. He always emphasized on hustle and keep going until the play is over. Right there, he did not. He thought he was already out, just ran right through the bag, and that was the result of that. The ball was dropped.
That one's hit well towards center field. Villegas giving chase, and he puts it away. There it is. The side is ultimately retired, and the Spartans will get a 3-0 sweep against the Bucks here this weekend. Spartans advancing to 41-6 on the season, like you mentioned. We're calling here on the SSC Digital Network. Daniel Horwitz alongside Daniel Torres. We thank you for joining us all season long. It's been a pleasure calling the games, and now I'll turn it over to Torres to say the final words here from Feinblum Field.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this game, it's going to be the end of our broadcast for the entire athletic year, and it's been an absolute pleasure to complete year number 2 as voice of the Buccaneers and being of service to all of you Buccaneer fans. It's been great. I'm looking forward to year 3, and I'm looking forward to be right back here in August, and of course alongside you, Daniel. So have a great off season. We'll see you guys back here in August, and have a great rest of your night.